What a chunky glittery mess this palette is. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new Colourpop palette, but first, if you're not a subscriber already, make sure you're subscribed. This month I'm giving away the ABH Norvina palette as well as the Benefit holiday collection, so make sure you're subscribed to be entered into my monthly giveaways. So let's dive in. The Truly Madly Deeply palette came out in September. Some places already have them. My favorite shades are probably the shimmer shades and not the glitter shades, and I'll go into depth talking about that today with you. So let's dive in. Also, I want to compare the Truly Madly Deeply palette with the X's and O's. And online, the Truly Madly Deeply has gotten like so much rave, and a lot of people want to buy it. But I was curious, you know, and I wanted to compare it for myself. As you can see, it doesn't come with any mirror, and it's the same usual pop pattern. It has colors Matter of Fact, Sweet Dreams, Blossom, Lay Low, Golden Gate Bridge. These aren't really showing up on my olive tone skin. And then you have these glitter shades. The first one's Hungry Ghost. I'm going to swatch these glitter shades on my right hand just to show you how chunky, and you know, it really already is getting everywhere. And I know a lot of people wanted it for these glitter shades, but you know, without glitter glue or something, I don't know if you can really pull this off, or even I don't know if I would want to even use these shades at all, because I'm not really a person that likes to go home at the end of the day with glitter all over her face. Especially look at this color. I mean, sure, it's got a lot of duochrome glitter in it, but really I don't think I'll get a lot of use out of it, and it's almost like a gel rather than a shadow. So I'll move on with the other colors. Next one is called Renegade, then Cutouts, then we have Jackpot, Misty, Poodle, Pretty Cruel. Pretty Cool looks pretty cool. Made to Last, and Mr. Yeah, comparing these two, that I really like the shimmer shades on it, and I love how pigmented the shimmers are. I mean, look at this color, Mr. Sandman here. I haven't seen anything like it, and probably my neck really did not like this glitter shade at all. Now, with that being said, I'm going to do, the palette hasn't blown me away. Let's go ahead and look at the X's and O's palette. So let's open her up. This palette comes with more matte shades. I don't see any glittery chunks in there, but I'll swatch some of the shimmers. It's called 2D something, and I'll do the mattes on this side. We have Easy Go, Stay Golden, Rookie. Wow, that color is just amazing. Smitten and Easy Go, and Rookie. These duochrome sort of coppery colors are just so unique, and I haven't seen anything like them anywhere else. Black, brown, and ooh, these are like showing up like the other colors are super pigmented. So, and then you have this Stay Golden shade. Alright, so considering how much more cheaper this palette was compared to Truly Madly Deeply, and how it doesn't have any of those nasty glittery shades in it, honestly I think this palette is well worth the money. Aside from a couple of shades, that the pink tones that the Truly Madly Deeply had, this one had a nice shade called Rookie, which just blew all these other shades out of the park. It was just such a nice coppery shade, and yeah, and it had some really nice mattes in there. So I honestly think this palette was a better value for money, given it was $15 and the other palette was about $22. And when I compare the swatches, I mean, the mattes don't make a huge lot of difference, but it's really the shimmers that really show up. And my thoughts are, if you're gonna get one or the other, I think go with the X's and O's. Speaking of X's and O's, it kind of makes me wonder how these guys choose their palette names. Maybe they're, you know, just listening to their iTunes or whatever, and listening to some music and choosing songs that pop out, because Colourpop comes up with a new release almost every day. So yeah, my thoughts are definitely leaning more towards X's and O's than the Truly Madly Deeply, unless, you know, you really want to have those glitters in your life. Then also these two shades, the Mr. Sandman and Renegade, were definitely, and Blossom were definitely my favorites out of the two, and I'm probably going to depot those favorite shades and put them in my favorite shade. The color from X's and O's, I put them all next to Pat McGrath to compare the quality, and honestly they're really high quality, almost as good as Pat McGrath. Now the glittery shade, after 36 hours it still residue was left on my arm. So my thoughts are, if you don't mind glitter being left on your arm for a long time, then you should probably get this palette, and if you don't have those pinks and neutrals. But otherwise, it's a skip for me. Now moving on to their eyeliners and other releases they released at the same time. They had this Ride or Die. So I want to go ahead and compare them with each other, as well as with the Kat Von D liner in the blue and black shades, to see which one really stands out and if they are going to be able to succeed at the wear test. So immediately the packaging looks really nice. I think these are only like $7, but as you can see, the precision is good, but however the color starts to bleed into my skin after a while, and I don't know if that's something that you are really into. If you compare it to the Kat Von D, the Kat Von D also has precision. It's not as black, but at least it's not bleeding into my skin. Then I'm going to go in with their navy color. It's called CRZY, and upon looking at this, the navy color looks more like a very dark teal, well, very dark, almost black color. Precision is there again, but the bleeding is just crazy. It just goes straight through my skin, and I don't know if, you know, especially if you have mature eyes, if that's really something you want. You know, it will really show your skin. I also have this blue navy Kat Von D eyeliner that it's almost drying out, but at least that one, you see it's not bleeding. It's very glittery, but it's not bleeding. And then I wanted to go and check the other colors that I bought, but first I want to check out the similar colors, black, in their gel collection called the Ride or Die. So let's have a look at that. Now the gel collection seems to be a lot more precise. There's no bleeding there, but it can easily get smudged, you know, so I don't know if either of those are something you want. If you care about it getting smudged or bleeding, then again, I don't know if these liners are really worth it. Let me try the white one, because white has always been a favorite for me, and I want to go ahead and compare it to another color, which was like a pink color. And I'm also going to do a wear test on these to see how they end up. So the white one, very precise, almost looks flawless. The gel one looks very chalky, and I don't know if I really like that at all. So I'm probably going to stick with their ink one. And let's look at their brown shimmery one. This one does not have a lot of precision. We'll compare it to see how long it lasts. What it reminds me of is the Urban Decay metallic liner in the shade Lucky. So I want to go ahead and compare that Urban Decay one right here. So I'm just going to write Urban Decay and see. The precision again is not there, but the shimmers on the Colourpop are much nicer. So I would probably use this gel liner, just, you know, if I run out of eyeshadow in my purse, I'll just probably use it like that. And then the brown color, it also doesn't have any precision, and it's easily smudged, but you know, for this price compared to Urban Decay, you are going to get a lot of value with the gel liners. The ink liners, not so much. But notice the white one didn't bleed, so I don't know if the formulas are just different with these colors or not. I'm gonna go ahead and try the pink one. The pink one's also a little chalky. I don't know if it'll, you know, withstand the wear test. But next to the white one, I think you could create a pretty look. So far, the white one is my favorite. Yeah, so this for this collection, again, I would prefer a few shades out of the Truly Madly Deeply, the Mr. Sandman, and the other shimmery shade in there. But if they came out with a palette just like this, just with the shimmers, I would have just bought it in an instant. I don't know why they have to throw all these other colors in there. I guess their price point is pretty low, but I'm seeing that a lot of people really want these glitters in their life, so if that's really for you, then by all means go get that palette. Again, my favorite out of the two was probably the EXES and OHS because it had that beautiful coppery pink color. I haven't seen anything like it before, and I compared it to the Pat McGrath. So if they really came out with a palette like this, that would have been amazing. I think the quality is amazing, the price point is great, but these glitters are really just such a mess, and I wish that brands would do separate palettes for if they want to do glitters like this, just to do it in a separate place or somewhere. And then so doing the wear test here after 24 hours, I looked at all these colors, and surprisingly the ones that faded the fastest was probably the pink colors and the lighter brown colors. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please make sure to do so to be entered in this month's giveaway. As I've explained, it's the ABH Norvina and the Benefit Van collection. So I hope you enjoyed this